So lately we've been getting a lot of people trying to sell us something, and it's starting to get very annoying. So we decided to go to the store and find a no soliciting sign. But unfortunately, we couldn't find the one that we wanted, so we decided to fully customize our own sign. But then we had an idea. We can probably customize signs and sell them locally, since we only paid a couple of dollars for this sign and use scraps from vinyl that we have laying around, so you can probably make good money too. But we also found some other items that you can make money from, since you can make all of this with your vinyl cutter. And we can tell you from experience that people are willing to pay for this type of jackets between $50 to even $70 each. We also found some metal stakes for your yard signs, and people are willing to pay for that too. So make sure you give us a like if you like this video, and also subscribe. Alright, let's go inside and see what we find. I think we found the acrylics. But the one the guy brought for us, it was the black one. No, these are yard signs. If you guys remember, not too long ago, we worked on some acrylic signs from a guy that he brought for us. And we just applied the vinyl into it. And he told us that he bought those acrylics on this store. And this is a good idea to make some extra money, because landscapers look for this type of signs a lot. Okay, those are transparent, no?
Uh-huh, yeah.
That one is
24 by 32, 20 by 32, $49. Kinda expensive, but for a last minute. No, actually, no, I was looking at the wrong. Oh, wait, I think this is the price actually, 24 by 36. Yeah, it says black.
$20.
$20, so not too bad.
These are outdoor yard signs. But
These are big. They are 24 by 36.
Okay, I think these are the ones that the guy brought for us.
But these are clear, all clear.
Yeah, those are clear. We don't see the black ones.
We're gonna keep looking around. Maybe they have them somewhere else.
I think we found them. These are, well, what we want is a plain one, right?
Yeah. Well, this is actually like a small yard sign too, but we need something like probably like this, but bigger.
And preferably one that's made of metal that you can hang on the door, because these are all like already customized, right?
Yeah. We found some safety vests and t-shirts. I know that we could always get these items online, but the idea is to give you options if you guys have an emergency, are looking for like a, let's say like a small sign or something like this too. You know, you can always go to your local store.
These are a good brand. They feel good. Price,
High
they're like
visibility,
$20, $30. Well, that's it says high visibility sweatshirt. These are sweatshirts.
And they are, yeah, they're kind of thick. They're
good.
not really, yeah, they feel good.
Polyester, no?
And these are $40. The rain jacket. Yeah.
They got t-shirts.
And you can forget,
$14.
these are
Caps.
$8, so not too bad. And they have many options like vests.
Yeah,
Very
people,
affordable.
they ask for those vests a lot.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna try now Home Depot and see if we can find those metal plain signs, and we also want to check out the yard sign stands or the metal stakes. So let's go inside. All right, I think we found them right here, the frames.
Yeah.
Get them out.
Well, these are the stakes. I mean, they are about the same. They were like $24.99. Right now they're like $26.97. So they went up by $2 probably.
I think people will pay for this.
Yep.
They will pay. If we're selling for maybe $10 more.
These are like including the sign, just like the way it is. I think they're $24. But yeah, these are very strong, very heavy duty.
Based on our experience, people that work on landscaping and even real estate are willing to pay for a yard sign from $50 to $60. That will include a strong metal stake. Because when you buy plain yard signs or when you outsource, they usually sell you a cheap one, but they're not very strong. Look at these tiny stands. They're like, how much? Like $2. Hey, that's not bad. $2.27.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this one, but we're not gonna use the front. We're gonna turn it and then apply some vinyl probably on the back, or just leave it this way. And look at the price. It's only $2.97. We thought of taking one of these ones here, but these are like $7. There are another option which I'm gonna show you right now in a minute. So these are the other options that we have, but these are way too big. This probably is closer to what we're looking for, but these are also more expensive, and this one's way too heavy for it. Look at the prices, like 12. I think the cheapest one is 12 something. So yeah,
we're definitely taking this one.
yep. So we're looking for the huge signs, the ones we looked at the other store.
The acrylics.
Yeah, the acrylic one. So we found huge yard signs. Well, what if they're made corrugated signs?
Yes.
They are, what size are they? 48 by 96. So in case you need something like this, you can always come to this store and get it.
Home Depot.
Yep. Look what we found, the blue tape 6-pack, $37. Yeah,
Expensive, right?
I think that's just what you would expect to pay if you get them online. $3.18 after tax. So it's only $3.18 after tax and everything. We're happy with what we got.
Okay, I think we have an idea of a design, so I will just show me one, and that's the one.
Something very similar to that.
Not exactly the same, but we're gonna place a background on the back of that. And if you're asking yourself, why not just make a decal and place it on the door or something? Well, we're too lazy. We don't wanna be placing this sign every time, you know, because there's certain times when these people come in and try to offer us stuff. Like I said, we don't mind, but you know, when they keep coming back all the time, it gets annoying, and even after we reject them. So that's why we gotta make this sign and place it during summer when they're mostly active. All right, so we're gonna use a scrap that we have laying around for years. So we're gonna use that scrap. And Saul, I don't know if he mentioned it, we're going to place the background here on the sign that we bought using the white frame or background. And as always, we're gonna use the Graphtex CE 6060, Vinyl Oracle 651, and the transfer. I don't know if we're gonna use the paper one or the Arte Clear Choice AT75. Remember guys, that if you want to support us extra, you can get your material in the links below. All right, so we're gonna use a tool that we haven't used in a while. And Saul is gonna cut through it with this knife, special knife, and this is what it does.
So the idea is to cut the center. I'm not using any transfer, and well, this is probably the second time that we use it, and I'm going to try to align it, make sure that I have enough area on all the sides, and then I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna lift it and then remove it, and using the squeegee, I'm gonna start applying the vinyl like this.
We're gonna do it dry, of
Yep.
course.
Yep.
Don't you think
This is
it's
very
better if you
uncomfortable.
do it on the opposite side with the, yeah, there you go.
Yep. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to start lifting the paper from underneath it. And this is the whole idea. Instead of removing the whole thing, this is how you do it.
Kind of like people that do wrappings, what they do.
You're probably gonna end up with a few bubbles, which is not gonna be a big deal.
But it's for us, the sign. I mean,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
still, if we're gonna offer this,
Yep,
you
see?
have to do it more professional as you can, no problem. And we're gonna use the squeegee and pop it.
Now I'm gonna do it more carefully. I'm gonna try to not have as many bubbles as possible, but like Luis said, you know, it's gonna be just for us. In the end, I'm gonna try to get rid of all the bubbles, but it's not gonna be a big deal, honestly.
Then we're gonna cut the edges with just the knife, box cutter. Too much coffee, I can tell.
We just finished applying the background to the sign, and now I'm going to wet out. Look at this piece of vinyl, it's all wrinkled up. This is another thing that I love about the Graphtex, even though we have mentioned this so many times, but the fact that the vinyl is so wrinkled and you are still able to use it, you save a lot of material. Even though we were able to use that scrap piece of vinyl, but as you can see, we have so many wrinkles on the vinyl, which will be fine. The only thing is that we're going to do a wet application, and I'm going to cut the backing paper using well, I actually forgot to grab the cutting knife. This is the cutting knife that I'm gonna use to cut the paper, and then I'm gonna apply some of that rapid tag on the vinyl to avoid those wrinkles. I'm just gonna do it like this. Hopefully it works, we'll see. Saul is removing the transfer. So far it looks not too bad. I mean, the vinyl was a scrap, so it was very wrinkled, as you saw before we were cutting the sign. It was super wrinkled, but like we said, this is for us. If you're doing this for a customer, you always make sure that you do a better job. But this is an idea of you can make money by making custom signs. Well, there's the sign, guys. Thank you so much. Again, we appreciate if you give us a like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And you can also support us by getting all your materials on the link on the first comment or on the description. Thank you so much. And now we have a fully customized sign that we couldn't find at the store. So now we'll not be bothered anymore. I'm just kidding. No, this is just for showing you an idea for you to make money. But yeah, thank you guys. See you next time.